good morning. We are up and at 'em this morning. Taking the boat over to Snook Bight Marina for its first 100-hour service. Yes, that is correct, 100 hours, and we've only had the boat about 5 months. So we are definitely putting a lot of time on this boat and enjoying it. Already 108 hours on the engines. So it's time to bring it in, get its 100-hour service, which is oil, filter, what else? I think they do the spark plugs. Lower unit, oil change out, check the belts, check, lots of checks. I got some things that I want them to check out. We got one motor that's using more fuel than the other. When we're up on plane for some reason, might be an adjustment needed, or maybe some bad plugs or something. But had them look at that. A few other items around the boat we want them to check out. So we're heading down to Fort Myers Beach area, Estero Island, where Snook Bight Marina is. And that's where the Junkanoo restaurant is, and upper deck. So we'll probably have lunch there too. So hopefully it's an uneventful ride. It's just me on the boat this morning. And I'm gonna have to take an Uber home. But yeah, looking forward to it. We'll check out Fort Myers Beach a little bit while we're over there. That's an always fun place to walk around. So stick around for the ride. So we do have a few items we want to check. We spoke about the port motor using 2 to 3 more gallons per hour than the starboard motor at the same RPM up on plane, 31 miles an hour. We have a slider window latch which was loose and broke off once. The mechanic said that needs to be replaced. Our bottom paint line is too low, so we're going to have them take care of that, because we're starting to get a little bit of barnacle where the water is above the anti-fouling paint line at the water line, so that definitely needs to be addressed. We have a small gel coat chip on the bow by the tow rail up by the anchor. Don't know why that happened. I think there might have been a void in the gel coat, so that needs to be repaired. And some minor issues like missing trim pieces and stuff that fell off, broke off, whatever. So a lot of warranty stuff. But the main reason for the visit is the 100-hour service. Now these are twin 300 horsepower Mercury Verado motors. And I could do the maintenance on it, but we're not on a lift, so I cannot get the boat out of the water to drain the lower unit oil. And being we had this other warranty work to do, I'm going to have them do the basic maintenance, the 100-hour service. However, if you don't do the work yourself on boats, get ready to pay out a lot of money at these boat yards to do the work. I was quoted to do the 100-hour service on the 2 motors and the generator, just oil and filter changes, $4,000. But this is what they charge. I guess, that's the going rate around here. So you save yourself a lot of money. If I was to do it myself, it would probably cost upwards of around, I don't know, all the parts and material needed, 500, maybe 300, not sure. But yeah, but I want them to do it this time. I will probably take care of it going forward and just find a lift somewhere. If anybody has a lift in the Cape Coral area that could get a flybridge boat up that weighs about 16,000 pounds, I would be eternally grateful that we could do that. So yeah, so it is what it is. We'll have to just bite the bullet with this one and hope for better next time. So I have decided I am going to do the 100-hour service on the generator, because it doesn't have to be out of the water. So that's saving me about $1,000. So they wanted $1,000 to do the 100-hour on the generator, and then it's $3,000 for the motors. So like I said, that's, I guess, the going rate for that kind of work around here. You are paying to get the marina services. You got to get the lift, the boat taken out of the water. So there is that additional cost, but it's not cheap to own a boat. So the more you could do yourself, the better.
Safety broadcast notice to Mariners 306-25, Anclote Keys to Crystal River, Chatsworth Bay, day beacon number 23, light list number 28330 is reported missing. Mariners are advised to transit area.
Coast Guard will periodically broadcast a local notice to mariners that will update you on any aids to navigation that have changed or are damaged or missing or broken, or any other type of hazards out on the water. So if you listen on channel 16, they will tell you, okay, we're going to make some announcements on usually channel 22, and you switch to channel 22 and you can hear those broadcasts, and they'll go in the it's usually the local area. Like this is Tampa, what do they call it, Coast Guard sector St. Pete, I guess it is, in our neck of the woods here on the Gulf Coast, Southwest Florida. So we'll get any notices for that area. All right, let's take advantage of this nice calm water. Get her up on plane. So in this clip, you could see we're going about 31, 32 miles an hour, and I'm checking the fuel consumption on the Mercury vessel view, and you can see 4,600 RPM on both motors at 32 miles an hour, and the fuel consumption on the port motor is 16 gallons an hour, and the starboard motor is 13.5 gallons per hour. So there's definitely a discrepancy there between the two motors they need to check out. Overall, really good fuel mileage here, getting over 1 mile per gallon at 32 miles an hour. Tide is going out, so we're going with the flow here. So we're going underneath the Sanibel Causeway Bridge. Looking nice and calm out there. So we're heading across the bay here. Actually, this is the Gulf right here. Heading down to Fort Myers Beach down that way. Going around the backside, Matanzas Pass, underneath Matanzas Bridge there, and through the slow speed zone over to Snooks. And just like that, we're at Fort Myers Beach. Here we got Bow Ditch Point right here. Nice little beach right by the inlet. Actually a very nice place to pull up close to shore and drop anchor. These soft white sand beaches. It drops off really quick here too. But there's lots of dredge boats over here, or dock building boats or whatever, taking up some space by the beach. But nice and calm water here because it's a slow speed zone. Coming up on Matanzas Pass here at the bridge, and it looks like the pirate ship is coming out. That's cool. Yeah, the show is underway on the pirate ship. I could hear Pickpocket Pete giving his spiel. That's a fun time for people of all ages, as they say. I had a good time. The kids have a good time on it. They do have a bar on the ship. You get some nice drinks. And it's a really unique pirate ship. Looks authentic.
If you can't remember it, I'll give you a rhyme. Well, yeah. Can everyone give me a beat? Go like boom, 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 boom. And in the pickpocket beat, I'm master of the sky. Just like so, you can, I'll make it die.
And we're passing some of our favorite places. We have right here next to Moss Marine, we have Snook Harbor. You pull up here for Dock and Dine. Really cool place. Little open air seating there underneath the pavilion. Then you have Nervous Nellies in the background, that colorful building. All of them have free docking over here. And you also have live music under that pavilion right there. Open air concerts for the public. We're going to go along the Barrier Island side. Not really a marked channel at this point, but it's plenty deep over here by the mooring field, Matanzas Pass mooring field. And we're passing Matanzas on the Bay, which is restaurant. Nice place to have drinks up there at the bar on the second floor there. Plenty of courtesy docking along the bulkhead right there. Alright, we have the marina in sight. You're going to see a lot of Beneteau Antares in there. We got our lines ready, our fenders ready. Should have lots of help when we get in there. Not that we really need it. Alright, got to put the camera down for this. This is another Cape Coral boat, Calliope. You see them often. All right, we're all checked in. Going to have lunch with Dave and Gail over there on Calliope. They just finished having service done to their boat. And we're saying goodbye to happy hours. So 100-hour service, the paint line, and some little odds and ends. What they're gonna do shouldn't take more than a week. Today's Monday. I should have her back by Friday. Perfect timing for the weekend. Keep our fingers crossed. Here she goes, Derek taking her out. Ready for all the work. It's sort of weird watching your boat move when you're not driving it. Like, who's stealing my boat? He's definitely using the joystick, going sideways. That is a nice option, though. Be able to go sideways. All right, we had some lunch here at Junk New, below deck, here at Snook Bight Marina. And I got to meet Dave and Gail from, I'm going to get it wrong, it's not Calliope. You guys will correct me. But yeah, they're down here and they've offered to give me a ride back to Cape Coral because they just had their boat serviced and mine's going in. So that's great. I don't have to Uber. I'll just get a ride on another Antares 11. Awesome. Thanks, guys. All right, so this is a fun place to visit. Come on down here for lunch or for some drinks. You have the courtesy docks right here for free docking for lunch, but we're gonna get moving. We'll do a little dock walk here. Snook Bight. This is pretty neat. Look at this swim platform that pops up even with outboards. What kind of boat is this? I don't know. And here's happy hours. Relocated, getting ready to get pulled out for its oil change and work. I'll see you in a few days. Oh, and here is a desirable boat. 48 Beneteau Swift Trawler. That's really nice. Maybe one day. I like that. When we switch to the diesels and we're doing long trips. It's a lot bigger than this guy. All right, they were nice enough to invite me aboard for the ride back to Cape Coral. All right, Gail, we'll make you a YouTube star.
Oh, don't do that.
My gracious hosts on another beautiful Beneteau Antares 11. I know I keep pronouncing it wrong in the name of the boat. It's not Calliope. All right, how do I pronounce the name again? Calliope.
Calliope. Kind of like a
Excuse me.
Calliope, but a different meaning.
Calliope. Calliope. All right, that's Dave. He's our captain. Gail is actually the captain today, right? Gail's our captain. Beautiful boat. This was a 2022? 2023. So a couple years older than our happy hours, but almost identical. They got a few different options than we do. They have the actual wood teak deck. Some additions like the grab rails as you're walking forward here. You got the wood teak goes across the stern here.
Probably till it's clear.
Custom table. Get rid of that big white table that comes with the boat standard. Takes up too much room. That's a nice touch. Using the existing post and stand for it, just modified. They're running. And we have water. All right, we made it back. Nice 40,000 pound lift here for it. A little jelly. I had a nice ride back. Took it nice and easy. Thank you guys for the ride. I do appreciate it. And I'm sure we're going to see more of them out there. I'm sure we'll have happy hours tied up together.